up, HO Power Trainians, HO Power Olympians? Welcome to HO Power Train. Whoo, Monday, man. I feel good today. Back at work, back in the saddle, and running trains. And of course, talking about how model railroading is not rocket science. I think people overcomplicate model railroading so much, in my opinion. It's overcomplicated for nothing. Again, it's not rocket science. Uh, I get a lot of comments on certain things, especially when I was trying to get my cars fixed. And let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. But anyway, I got a lot of messages on getting my train cars fixed, and people, were saying this and that about this and that and this and that. It's like, one, you cannot compare this layout to a smaller railroad. You can't. It's night and day. It's two different worlds, especially with the helixes, especially with my radiuses and the grades. It's just a different story from a little flat railroad compared to this railway. Okay, so that's number one question. That's going to answer question number one. The thing was, the rocket science part with that was, people think that you have to have track work down to a science. Not really. Just when you're putting your track down, make sure you put minimum of 18 to 22 inch radius, and don't put kinks in your track, and don't put weight on your track. So those two things will give you good track work, okay? So I wanted to address that. If you follow those techniques and rules when you're doing your model railroad, you won't have any trouble. So let's flip you around and let's run this train, okay? Well, let me rephrase that. You're not going to have any trouble unless it's given in a train car or a locomotive, if that makes sense, okay? In other words, not all cars are going to run the same. You have to change couplers. You got to change wheels. You have to tweak these things sometimes to make them work on your layout. So that's another thing, all right? So we're going to fire up. I finally got that Athearn. If those people that have seen the videos, the Athearn train car is finally running, fingers crossed. But I do have to run it slow because, in fact, that's a little too fast. Let's slow it down. So yeah, don't overcomplicate your railroad. Well, we tend to overthink things, Tom, in that regard. I would think we overthink it, and you hear Joe Blow saying this, you hear Joe Blow saying that, and you're like, oh, just because Joe Blow is in a magazine doesn't mean Joe Blow is right, okay? You got to understand that. There are people that make mistakes too. So that's the thing. The common sense rule is getting your radiuses right, getting your track with no kinks when you solder, and doing a good glue down or whatever you're doing without putting dips in your track. This layout has shown that many times. You can see that through my videos. So I already know that it's a proven fact that that is real, okay? But yeah, Joe Blow isn't right all the time, okay? I think that that could be misconcepted a lot. And yeah, you hear a bunch of people saying the same thing, but a bunch of the people don't know what they're talking about. Hey, it's the truth, bro. It's the truth. It is what it is. Again, this layout is fact. It's proven because of the helixes, the radiuses, and just the wild swinging track work that we have on here. Not in a bad way, okay? Absolutely, Tom. True. That's you got gatekeeping. That's another thing in the hobby. You got gatekeeping. Again, just because they're I guess their names are popular in magazines, they tend that they own the hobby. Nobody owns model railroading. Model railroading is for everyone, and it all depends on how you want to model, okay? It's kind of gatekeeping. in my opinion, people think they're some kind of little king or something. They're people that's learning model railroading, okay? Oh, man, I tell you. HO Powertrain keeps it real. And that's what we do here, man. We always, that's my slogan, bro. Keeping it real. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all support. Hey, Missouri, what's up, man? What's up? So, yeah, don't feel, listen, if you have anything to do with a layout or a train or you're building and you're trying and things aren't working out, but you still getting it to where it's working, it's okay, you know? I mean, don't believe that you're not a model railroader because you are, okay? The gatekeepers will just kind of blow that off, but you are a model railroader. So I had many comments, man, on my track work with the helix, because people hardly don't see that in this manner, you know, because it is crazy, you know. It's a wild ass helix on both sides, and the thing is, if things can work on this, that's how you test locomotives. You can't test a locomotive on a flat track and just normal conditions. That's not testing a locomotive. That's testing it. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. So there you have it. Of course, you'll have Joe Blows to tell me that I'm wrong, and oh well, let them do. That's their opinion. So that was another thing with constricting and expansion. Dude, I am still waiting for constricting and expanding on this layout. If anything would expand and constrict is this trestle, you know, and it's fact because you can see it, you know. So if somebody tells you different, all you got to do is say, man, go watch HO Powertrain and just go see over there. I tell you, man. So you can get it done, guys. Again, keep your radiuses. If, you know, 18 and 22, you're good. Don't worry about it. You all right. And don't put no weight on your track to push it down. That's what screws things up. Hey, quick question. I'm building Boonesville, Missouri as a layout, and it's a town bordering the Missouri River and putting the river in. Should I use real water or fake water? Hey, that's your choice, Missouri. Real water is going to be a challenge. That was a thing with putting this. You're going to have to seal it if you're going to do real water. And also you got, you know, I'm sure you're going to put some fish in it. You have to put an aerator and a heater, so it's more work. Fake water, again, make sure you seal everything up with your fake water. And when it's done drying, you can peel your molds off. But hey, that's totally up to you, bro. I got real water, and that was something that people said it could not be done, and there it is. You know, there was like moisture, and electrical problems. I was like, yeah, I could understand moisture if I would drop my trains in it, or it'd be splashing all over the track. It's just common sense, you know? Don't get water on the track. Are you going to go in any track so you can make a video? I might, Tommy. I might. Oh, we lost our train. Hold on. See me talking too fast? We lost it right here, in fact. On the brown car. Okay. That was funny. That's the first time it ever came off from right there. Oh, well, first time for everything. Let's see. Talking too fast, man. Come on back, baby. So I might go to one. Again, I'm in the southern state of Louisiana. There's not many train shows around me. I'm not like in the around New York or nothing like that. That's where a lot of your train shows take place. I'm also about to use some slip and slide action on my route because Boonville has 1.5% grade downhill into a yard. Oh, cool. Yeah, 1.5 ain't too bad. That's going to be cool. 1.5 ain't too bad. It's going to be cool to go down into the yard, though. Let's see. I don't know why it came off. And that's that new car. Again, that train here, it doesn't look like it, but man, it's super, super freaking heavy, man. Super heavy. Okay. So yeah, Missouri, that's your choice on what you want to do with real water. Do what the hell you want to do, bro. Don't let nobody discourage you from what you want to do, man. Let's see. See if we can run it like this. There we go. And as you know, this layout is full of Atlas switches, and all of my derailments never take place on an Atlas switch. Most of the time, it's always like on the mountain or somewhere else, and it's never on an Atlas switch. So I don't know what people are talking about with that neither. Look, that's an Atlas Y, and check it out. 1, 2, 3. 20-something cars, never has a problem right here, ever. I mean, not never, ever. One thing I like about Walther's new locomotives, they come with metal couplers, so that was a good thing. I don't have to mess with them. Plastic couplers are proven to suck ass. So if you got plastic coupler on train cars and you got grades, get those things off of there, unless they have the real spring on it, okay? If you got the little cheap leaf spring on those couplers, get that shit off. It's just not going to work good. I've learned that on this layout. Metal KDs, I use 158s with the real spring in them, and they just work beautiful. So yeah, you want to, when you're doing your model railroad, you want to get rid of most of your most things, eliminate most things that can give trouble, such as plastic wheels, plastic couplers, add weight in your cars, loosen your trucks up on your cars, make sure they have play in them. All those things can contribute to better running cars. Hey, Big Boy Rail, how you doing? All right, we good, man. Absolutely. Trying to stay steady. It's kind of hard when you're holding a camera like this. You went to a train show yesterday. That's good, man. So yeah, no matter what size you're playing on and you're learning how to do your stuff, hey, you are a model railroader, okay? Don't let groups and gatekeepers tell you different. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. This is a nice view. Can't wait to get this thing fixed. Man. All the track work is done on it. But we have to isolate things so I can do DC switching in here also. So I want to do some DC switching. That little slag car was nice. I got to finish the other ones that I have. Yeah, Becky. I mean, just getting this part finished, doing ground cover in here. There's not any major things I want to add on the layout. The biggest thing, I want to fix my lights because it's dark in here because my lights went out. One of my light went out. But see if we can. Oh, I wonder if I can go horizontal with this. Let me see. Oh, I can't. Anywho, that's a big layout, man. That's a lot of coverage we got on this layout, but nothing I want to add to it. The Tivler, what do you mean? What locomotives I have? You mean? Brands, as in brands. I'll do a quick show on what I have. Boy, it's creeping up Devil Mountain. What's happening, Tom? The brown boxcar always, because I never did anything with the coupler. Since I got that car, the coupler was always set, I think, a little high, and the brown one would come off a lot. So you can see I used to have the brown one running right behind the yellow one. So now it's here. So yeah, you can see it. It's high. You can see it. See it there? There's your difference. Height and couplers. It's not the track work. There you go. That brown car is too high. I have 28 locomotives and 70 cars. Damn! Yeah, you can see it again. Look at, check it, see it. That damn brown car, man. Damn, it must have been. So it's barely hanging on right now. Tivler, any tips on model railroading? Yeah, give me specific questions and I'll help you out, man. See it there? Just like I was talking about, just get your recommended radiuses right. Don't put kinks in your track. When you're laying your track, don't put a dip in your track, such as weight, because that's what's going to uncouple your cars. Those things, you know, basic things will get you going. Oh, do you, Tom? Okay. They're nice, but we got to get them couplers right, you know. Not every manufacturer is created the same, you know. Nothing's perfect in that regard. I understand that. You know, we can only ask so much from manufacturers. But this one here was way out of line. That one there. But I understand, and I don't want to beat them up too bad, because I understand how things are. How do you replace couplers? You just unscrew them off the bottom of your car. Like right here, buddy. See that? Well, I'll get you in the light. See, you take this wheel off. You pop this wheel off. Or pop the truck off. And there's a little screw. I mean, you can see it. Right there. Pull that screw out. Put your new coupler. Or whatever you're doing, you know. There you go. Again, good couplers, good wheels, and good weight in your cars make all the difference in trains running. Period. Period. Oh, damn, I jerked that train hard. I derailed it in the process. Absolutely. I know, you know, like when we get these cars, we just want to run them. I'm one of them, you know. I just want to run these cars, and I don't want to start messing with couplers and stuff. But that's not the realism of it. Sometimes you got to go through them. Oh, crap. Yeah, that was my fault. I jerked that train. I should have never did that. What? Okay, Tom. All right. My papa has a 70-year-old train and runs pretty well. I don't know what it's called, but it's HO scale. Oh, heck yeah, man. That's good. That's good. I love HO scale. I'm not a tiny micro scale train guy. such as in, for me, I'm not, you know, I did N scale. I'll never be Z scale or T scale. I'll never mess with that. Or would I go back to N scale? I had my experiences in N scale and it was just a flop for me. Not nothing against anybody that does it, but I'm not messing with it. HO scale is a nice size. It's a good size. It's a, you know, I mean, it's half larger than an N scale, and you can just see things on those cars and locomotives really well. I'm good, Josh. Question. Ask it again, big boy. I didn't see it. Sorry. I can't do a crossing view because I'm locked in this mode. Once I go live and I lock in a mode like this, I'm sorry, I can't switch out. These Bachmans are not really good at all. I mean, they do not run at all. So I have to figure out how to fix these. Oh, thank you, Tivler. Appreciate it. Sub and like. Heck yeah. That's what's up. So yeah, that was the big thing I wanted to talk about was when you're just building your layout, man, do what you think is right. Don't overthink things. Lay your track. Like if you're using flex track, solder your flex track straight. Solder them in, then bend your flex track. Don't bend it, then solder it because you're going to put a kink in your track. Okay? That's a big one right there. Always start straight and then slowly bend into your radius. Radiuses are important in model railroading, but if you're doing 22-inch, the recommended radius for HO scale locomotives, you good to go. All these locomotives are minimum recommended 22-inch radius. I started building this layout almost 5 years ago. I have brass track. Do you know a good cleaning solution for brass track? If I was using brass track, I would use like acetone or fingernail polish remover on it. I would pull it on a cleaning car with a cloth pad. Then I would treat the top of the rail, and just like I do here, I treat the top of my rail with a light film on the cleaning car of thin oil. Once I put oil on top of those tracks, I know it attracts dirt, but it doesn't allow it to get grimy. How tall is my mountain on both sides? This one here, let's see. That's a good question. Let's see if I can put you like this. Well, I can't, let me try this. Hold on, I'll put you down for a second. Roughly 5 foot, 5'2", something like that. Roughly 5 foot to 5'2". So yeah, I do treat the top of my rails. I think Bachman sells a treatment. I use thin oil such as transmission fluid. Back then I thought that was crazy, but the way I do it, it works really, really good. And the only thing that's getting treated is the top of the rail head, nothing down below. And what that does, once it oils the top of these tracks, nothing's going to stick to it. And no oxidation is going to occur because they are treated. I would do something like that with brass track if it was me. So my N-scale BNSF says CW80 in case the locomotive came in and says -8. What does that mean? Not sure, big boy rail. Might have to do some research on that, buddy. Tommy, one piece of my layout was made in 11. Ooh, 19. Dang, that's way back there. That's when I was doing N-scale. I had, forgot the name of the channel. I think it was, I forgot the name. It's been so long ago. But I had a YouTube channel, and I was N-scaler. And I took the shits one day with that, and I just busted it all out. I was building some buildings, and the pieces were breaking. I had a lot going on in my life at that time, and I said, you know what? I busted all the layout out, and I sold a lot of it. And that was in 2019. I did that. Oh yeah, I have DCC. I just prefer running DC. So that's what's up, man. So we've been, this is the second or third run on this mountain, and we're doing pretty good. Hello, Nick Train. The DCC locomotive, I'm not going to put it on the track because I have to switch over, but I'll show you what I have. I would have to do a dedicated run to DCC. That means I got to clean wheels, and I just been running DC, bro. Hold on, check this out. DCC, 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 and all these three are DCC. That's DC, that's DC, DC. There you go. There's BNSF leading with Union Pacific. Yes, I weathered them. Just like I weathered, this one's weathered. You can see that one's weathered. Oh, look, my fish, they're hungry. That's Megalodon. Hello, Michael. Depends on the speed, Becky. I timed it the other day. Not on this speed. It was running a little bit quicker than this. I think it was like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that. Takes a minute. It's a big layout, man. It runs one way, almost 60 foot, almost one way. So from that mountain going into that room where it turns is almost 60 foot. Then it turns into another 20 foot one away. So that's 60 here, and it goes another almost 20. Well, it runs about 18. Then it comes back around. It's a big layout. It's a big layout, and this is my road system that my cars run. So I gotta clean this up so we can see more of that. Ooh, that BNSF is sexy, man. Love it. I'll show you some more. I'm going to turn it off and show you the details on that. Hold on. Oh, crap. That's another thing that I want to point out. When weathering locomotives, people think, especially the gatekeepers, and people think there's only certain people that can do weathering. Anybody can weather a locomotive, okay? All it takes is the time to use your imagination and weather your locomotive. You know, and there's no special people or things that can weather locomotives. So this is rust on the wheels that you can do with a paintbrush. All you need is rust colored paint. Here also, I airbrushed some rust on the fuel tank. And when most of that was dry, I came with some soot on top, which is only diluted black paint. Sprayed it, wiped it off. And we did some sun bleaching with alcohol. Put some alcohol in a paper towel, wipe it, and you get your sun bleaching. So don't be misled with that. You can do this. Not just so-called special people can do this. Anybody can do this. That's another thing that gatekeepers will say. They'll try to landlock things, so to speak, that they're the only ones that can do this. Wrong. Or should I call them liars? Dang, I can't zoom, man. Thank you. That's a Seawolf, the submarine that I 3D printed. Let's go look at that thing again. I had somebody say, I've never seen a submarine on the layout. I was like, you ever seen the Santa Claus movie when the little boy says, you ever seen $1,000,000? And the dad says, no. Well, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, eh? All right, so there's a submarine that will be going on the layout. And if that person watches it, submarines are in real life, bro, okay? That made me laugh. Oh, man. I never seen a submarine on a layout. Well, I'm going to have one on my layout. I tell you. That's just an example of you can do what the hell you want to do. If you want to put King Kong jumping off your mountain, there you go. I feel that BNSF is need a little bit of weathering. Yeah, you're right. I do need to put some weathering. I need to get down to that. Boy, that one's clean too. Look at that, bro. That's too clean. Yeah, 3D printer is very essential to the train hobby and the train world. You're going to save a shit ton of money with a 3D printer. And you're only limited by your imagination. Did you know UK's nuclear submarine station? No, I didn't know. That's badass. I went the best, oh crap. I sized it the best I could. That's cool, eh? I did all my rocks. This was something that I did way early in the beginning. I was the first one to do my rocks with aluminum foil like this on YouTube, and people starting to pick it up and claim that that was their idea, but a bunch of liars. But I was the one that started it. And what I did, I poured plaster in some aluminum foil, and then I took the rock when it was dry, and I put drywall mud on it and stuck it to the face of my setting here. So it's time stamped, and all this stuff I was pretty much one of the first ones to do all this like this. At least videoing it. Oh, cool. Roblox. Yes, there are Walders. I don't know too much about Markland. I run American locomotives here, and I love what runs close to me, which is Union Pacific, BNSF, Kansas City. And I just kind of go with what I know and what I see, you know. Flying our American flag high, bro. Flying our American flag high. Freedom. Which HO Powertrain stands by. All my roads are plaster poured. I have videos on that where you don't have to make a huge mess doing it. By making it really watery and just pouring your roads, it'll take some time to dry, but it'll flow better. There's videos on all that. You can make roads out of anything. Wood. I don't like to do it with wood or foam in that manner because it gets hot in here and wood and foam can move, you know, the thin stuff. So I pour my roads like the real deal. That's just the way I do things here. I try to keep it so that it's going to last, you know. Sweet. I got to come in here and paint here and clean up in here because I just don't like the white splattered like that. So I got to clean that up. It's a lot more work we got to do, guys. A lot of work. Another thing I talk about a lot is feeders. There's no set rule on where you put your feeders at on your layout. There's no set rule unless you don't solder every joint. If you don't solder every joint, then you're going to have to put a feeder on every joint because rail joiners do expand a little bit and it'll cause you lost connections. I had 2 or 3 spots where I forgot to solder and I lost connections. So I had to trace them down and solder them. In that case, all my track is soldered and there's no gaps and we have no problems with track expansion or constricting. This is my 5th year in this shop here and it's still not giving me any trouble. So that's a big thing that you have to try for yourself. I don't have that problem, so I don't know, you know, what the other guys are saying or talking about. No, this is uncontrolled in here, Becky. This is uncontrolled in here, and we don't have no issues. The only issue I had when I did my track in the beginning was this S-curve here. I screwed that S-curve up, but I fixed it. You can see the ballast that I had to put in. So yeah, no, there's no heat in here. It's cool in here right now, and it gets whatever's outside, it'll get in here. We don't have no trouble. And as a fact thing, you can see this trestle. It's not that strong. And if anything would give, would be that trestle. And that trestle's going on 5 years. Thank you, Gulliam. Another thing was the power pack that's running this layout. It's an MRC, a small power pack, MRC. And it's just alligator clipped into 2 feeder wires running this entire layout. In fact, I'll show you. It just kind of shows that it doesn't have to be a certain way, you know. Hold on. I'll show you right here. We'll get down in it. It's not fancy. Check this out. There's the controller here. There's 1 wire clip there. And there's the other wire clip there. That's it. That's all it is. Those 2 small wires, there's a small wire running that entire layout. My track is glued. It's glued down with Dynaflex. Most of it is. Then in this entire room here, let me get out of here. The brown core came off again. Okay, I'm gonna kill it because I'm about to get off. Okay, so I'll show you this real quick and I'll head out. So In here is better controlled with the heat and the AC, but I don't have it on all the time, okay? So the track is Elmer glued. What I do, I come with some Elmer glue, and I'll spot glue it. So I spot glue it here with Elmer's glue. Every 4 inches, I spot glue it. This whole track, and this whole section from point A to in here is Elmer glued. White glue, and you can see it. Perfect. It does not give any trouble. And what people need to understand is whenever you gluing with white glue, once you come back with your ballast, it's like concrete, man. It's even extra strength. So I will never nail track. I always glue track, and it works out great. Thank you, Blue Boat. Let's see if we can back that train up. So yeah, that was another thing, you know. Liquid nails keep far away from track. You do not want liquid nails on your track. Liquid nails cracks over time. So this is an example of liquid nails that I did here. And you almost have to chisel it. It gets rock hard. So because that's rock hard and it has no flex, if you put liquid nails under this, there's no flexing in it. It will crack and lift over time. That's just a fact, and it's common sense. All right, let's let it come on back. Where did it come off at? All right. Ooh, dang, it derailed. And it was my new car. Okay. It's okay. I'll fix that. Ooh, that's heavy. Me pulling it like that, that's heavy. Oh, cool, Tivler. So, guys, that's it. Thank you for coming by. I hope you got some information out of this live stream. Again, I'm going to leave you with this. Radiuses, good glue down, and doing what the hell you want to do. And don't let Joe Blow and gatekeepers tell you what works and doesn't work. You see it here, it works. So, there you go. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. You too, Becky. Have a good one. Thank you. Connection.